They were joined by Sammie Szmodics. Sammie, looking back at yesterday's win, I think everything clicked into place, didn't it?
Yeah, I think the gaffer said like if you're going to dream about a game the night before, that's the game you dream about 7-0. And all round brilliant performance. I just see the League One team of the week, and there's five of us in it, so that speaks for itself, really.
Yeah, Johnson obviously spoke yesterday and said he probably felt that you should have been standing there in front of the sort of cameras because you deserve the hat trick more than he did. I mean, you put so much effort into that game, and I guess having been left on by the gaffer because he's took you off on a couple of in games so far, you must have been a bit gutted not to get the hat trick.
Yeah, I think I've scored a brace maybe 3 or 4 times this season. I don't think I'm ever going to get a hat trick, but I think the gaffer's left me on for that reason. But listen, Johnson's been on fire. I see his comments. I appreciate his comments. But listen, he's people are saying he scored a 10-yard hat trick, but he got to be there to put him in. And luckily yesterday he was. I actually wrote on his match ball saying this should be mine. But yeah, he's been on fire. Like I said, the whole team's on fire. But listen, I've got my brace. I've got an assist for Mo, which I'm over the moon for him. But it's an all-round good. Sort of the gaffer said after the game, good 4 points really, because we've got the 7 goals and it's helped us on the goal difference side of things.
The first goal was brilliant to watch back because you looked so gutted that you hadn't connected with it at first, and then by the time the ball's gone in the back of the net, you put your hands in the air celebrating already. So it was a weird one to watch.
Yeah, it's like I've sort of played it out to Wardy and I've left it a bit short, and I'm thinking he's not going to get past his defender. And when he's knocked it past him and crossed it, I'm thinking if I'd have just carried on my wrong run, I'd have had a tap in. But I see the ball fall to Jono, and I thought his first touch set him up perfectly, and I knew he'd scored. It would have been a bit weird a bit awkward if he'd have missed. But I knew as soon as he touched it in that area with his left foot, the gaffer said in his interview, the composure he's got just to pass it in the corner. I knew it was a goal before it even hit the net.
Yeah, and your goal, the first one, I mean, you already sort of flicked it through, and defenders don't really come towards you, and then the ones that strikers really enjoy that go through the defenders' legs, you can do nothing about those.
Yeah, well, I was sort of half expecting Hughes, the centre half, to come out with me. So when Wardy's played it through, I've not really looked over my shoulder to see where the defender is because I'm thinking he's going to be right behind me. And when I have eventually had a look, he sort of retreated to the middle of the goal. So I'm thinking if I can shift the ball off centre and just hit it back across and sort of blindside the keeper, it's one of them. It needs to be lucky to go through the defender's legs, and luck was on my side that time, and it's gone into the corner, and the keeper sort of got no chance because he can't see it.
Second one's a proper striker's finish in terms of being in a position to hold off a defender and roll the defender, and then obviously avoid any kind of contact, and a real sort of classy finish as well.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I get my body in between defender and ball, he's either got to let me go or he's got to foul me. So I just stuck my body in and sort of held him off, and the ball's actually hit me on the chin. It's a great touch. Just brought it down off my chin. But like I said, he's either got to bring me down, we get the penalty and Johnson scores, or he's got to let me go, and he let me through. And sort of, it was the only real place I was going to finish it in that right side, left side, my right side.
Yeah, you're outside that, the keeper's left. Yeah, you did as well, and Johnson said it. Great for Mo to come on, great for Iddy to come on and score as well, and that's what you want, substitutes making an impact.
Yeah, 2 great finishes. Like I said in my tweet, I was over the moon for Mo because he hasn't scored, and it's a great finish to be fair. I know I've put the ball into the space for him, but the composure to take it around the goalie and hit it with his weaker left foot to score. We've seen in the past, I think Dem's done it. The pitch isn't the best, so to have the composure to actually take it around the goalie and put it into the empty net was brilliant for him. And Iddy, I don't think people realise how hard that finish is. The ball's behind him. It's a great ball by Niall, and another sub that's come on and done well. The ball's just behind Iddy, and he sort of volleyed it. I don't really know how he's turned with it, and he's volleyed it into the bottom when the ball's behind him. So yeah, it's great for the subs to come on and make an impact, because the gaffer makes it clear it ain't just the 11 we need. We need everyone. We need players that aren't playing. We need players that are injured. And I think yesterday showed a real togetherness that the starting 11 are playing, but you can't be down and out. You just look at Reedy. Reedy's not been playing in past weeks. He's been being dropped, and he comes in yesterday and he was fantastic. So we need everyone at this time of the season as well.
In terms of obviously the players coming back, obviously Dems did play. Jack Taylor was in the stand, obviously watching. He's probably looking at that and thinking, I'm not going to get back in here after watching a 7-0 win. But it's nice to know that those players could be available for the running.
Oh, massive! Without Dems and JT yesterday, we've missed JT in past games, and even yesterday we we missed. If Dembele plays, it could be double figures the way Dems finishes the ball and moves the ball about. But it's good to know like the confidence in the team without two big players like JT and Dems. You know, I thought but Harrison coming yesterday was fantastic again, got an assist. And it's just good to have that squad depth that I think we've got. And like you said, it's a good step in the right direction for us. It's a statement by everyone with a 7-0 win. And with JT and Dems to come back, hopefully we can do that more often.
Yeah, and just finally, obviously Easter weekend to come, and everyone talks about the Easter period as being pivotal in any season. But this season, it's because obviously it's a case of, you know, a couple of clubs are ahead in terms of games played. It's probably not as pivotal as what it's been in previous years. But Fleetwood away on Friday and then Sunderland at home on Saturday. You know what's in front of you.
On Saturday.
On Monday, sorry.
Say 2 games in 2 days. That will be tough.
Yeah, you do, wouldn't you? You play
two massive. Yeah, 2 massive games. Even if it wasn't at the business end and where we were in the table, Fleetwood's a tough place to go. We lost there last. Did we lose there last year or draw there? It was whatever. It was a tough game last year. We know what Fleetwood are all about. It was a tough game at home against them this year, and we know the threats that Sunderland have and the team that Sunderland are. So. Yeah, 2 massive games, probably the 2 biggest, but like the manager's been saying, we take every game, we know what we've got to do, we take every game as it comes, it's going to be tough. We've got 2 games in 4 days, travel up to Fleetwood, luckily we're at home on the Monday. But I think it being on Sky gives everyone, like we spoke about before we started recording, it gives everyone a boost. You're on Sky, you know, everyone's talking about Peterborough at the minute, club size to Sunderland, Sunderland's huge, so it'll be a real statement in these next 2 games. And I think it was a statement yesterday with not just a 7-0 win, but a clean sheet for Pimmy and the defenders, and sort of a marker, put down a marker to say like, right, we've had a bad couple of games, a bad couple of results, and everyone knows that. So I think yesterday was a big marker to say like, we're ready for this fight, and we've got 9 games to do it.